Thank God it's Friday, June 12th for that matter, the special June 12th in Nigeria. You're highly welcome. It's a happy democracy day. I believe we're all relaxed in our homes. We're all relaxed wherever we are, and we're trying to enjoy ourselves today because it's a public holiday in Nigeria. All right, for every other person viewing from different centers, viewing areas, I want to say a big thank you for all of you who have always joined me in this program. It's not easy to actually be online all the time, but I want to say thank you for those of you who are always there and those who watch afterwards. I appreciate you all. Just share the video, like it, comment, and when you send your comments, expect a reply. I'll always do that. Thank you so much. Now let's go. We've been talking about forgiveness in the month of June. And last Monday, I told us that there's something special I want us to do. And what's that special thing? The special thing we're going to do today is to talk about forgiveness in relationship. Yes, forgiveness in relationship. Just sit back, invite your spouse, invite your friends, invite your colleagues online. Tell them, please come and listen to this. In case you're somebody who have been saying, how do I forgive in my relationship? You'll get the tips today. Okay, first of all, we want to look at what is forgiveness. What is relationship? I've told us forgiveness is letting go. Forgiving the offender. Just let go what the person has done and move on so you can be happy. And I told you it's for your own good, not for the offender, but for you. All right, now we're talking about relationship. What is a relationship? Relationship is the way in which two or more people are connected. Where one person and another person connect is a relationship. Either a group or a country, anything. Fine. So what does this mean? It means making a choice of who will be your partner. Either life partner, business partner, religious partner, social partner, party, your correspondence, associate. That's what we're talking about when we talk about relationship. All right. When you make this choice of your partner, who is your partner, who is going to be your friend, who is going to be your business partner, who is going to worship with you, who is going to do one thing or the other with you, there are things to put into consideration. I want you to know that when you are in a relationship, what that means simply means that you are now no more independent of everything you're doing. Your life is now tied, especially in an intimate relationship, for example, that there are so many things you cannot do without talking to the next person. You must consider your partner in every relationship. For example, in a business relationship, you don't just decide on an investment without considering your partner. In a marriage relationship, you don't decide, oh, I want to travel to anywhere now without considering your partner. So these are the things that you must consider. There are so many things to consider, but just knowing that your independence in so many things are reduced because of your relationship. When you have a relationship with God, for example, you owe God time with Him. You owe Him study. And God comes down whenever you make room for God to be with you. If you're worshiping Him, He comes down during your worship. You feel His presence. You're studying, you feel His presence. You're praying, you feel His presence. That's a relationship between you and your God. But when it's relationship between you and man, you can see that when you have a relation with God, if you have a prayer time, for example, you wake up by 4 a.m. to pray, God is always there at that your altar, in your room, in your sitting room, in your house, anywhere that you call upon Him by 4 a.m., He is there waiting. That's a relationship. The same way, your relationship with a physical man, you don't take any one of you for granted. You have mutual respect for one another. I hope somebody is getting something. Because I need to explain what is relationship before we begin to talk about forgiveness. Yes, For you to be in a good relationship, there are tips that makes relationship work. And it is on those tips that you begin to see if the person is doing anything that is not according to your agreement or the natural laws that comes with relationship. That's when you begin to talk about forgiveness. The subject of forgiveness comes in. Fine. You have to, number one, consider loyalty. You have to be loyal to each other. Be it man or woman relationship, be it boy-boy relationship, girl-girl relationship, government staff relationship, worshipper and God relationship, there must be loyalty, there must be trust, there must be honesty, there must be passion or care, and then patience or tolerance. These are the tips that must be in place for you to know that for real, I have a relationship with this person or with those people. So number one, you must realize that you owe them allegiance or you owe the person allegiance. Fine. Your responsibility in a relationship must be clear. Your relationship must be clear. Relationship is actually a total package. There is no hide and seek if you must have a true relationship. Now I want to bring it down to man-woman relationship. I call it the fixed deposit. Why is it a fixed deposit? Divorce is not an option with God. But at the same time, we have come to realize that so many people made mistakes and entered into wrong relationships that is life-threatening. If your relationship is life-threatening, my dear, you don't need to remain in it. You try and try. If it's life-threatening, even the court of law will tell you there is room for separation. But I am talking about what brings about the life threats in that relationship. Something happened. The loyalty must have been removed. The trust must have been removed. There is no longer honesty. The passion or care is no longer there. No more ability to tolerate or have patience. That is what brings about divorce, separation, even war. We can't trust you again. You can't trust us again. We begin to look for each other's life or each other's thing. But that's not your portion today. I want to talk about the better part of it. What you are meant to know. In a relationship, when you are in a relationship, you must, number one, be yourself. You have to be yourself. If you're not yourself in a relationship, then it can't work. Your relationship must be void of hide and seek. If you're still hiding things from your spouse, man, woman, then you are calling for that thing that will now bring us to our topic today, forgiveness in relationship. First of all, you must be yourself. You don't need to hide anything. You should always know that you must respect each other. It's not one-sided. Some people will say, me, tell him sorry, or me, tell her sorry. No, now, if you don't tell him or her sorry, who do you think you'll tell sorry? Your boss in the office is not up to your wife or your husband in the house. Because the man or the woman who lives with you 24/7 understands the smell of your mouth, understands the places where it hurts most. In the office, you too shop, you go there. You go to the office, I'm a gentleman, I'm a fine lady, all about office. But the person inside the house knows the smell of your poo. You understand me? And so that's the reason why you need to understand each other. You need to mutually respect one another. Listen to one another, hear one another's views, and then understand where you must learn to say, I am sorry. Being each other's strength is very important in a relationship. If you're not my strength, then we don't need to be together, because God made it that the weak and the strong come together to cover each other's lapses. My father of blessed memory told us growing up, he said, If you are ripe for marriage, you're praying about marriage, don't look for 100%, because 100% husband is only in the mortuary or in the cemetery, or 100% wife is only in the cemetery or in the mortuary. I know you agree with me. All you look out for, according to my father, is look out for 60% that will cover your 40, and then the person is looking for his own 60%, which you have. So you should be able to have at least 40% plus 60 makes you 100. And I also want to tell us that if you're a half man and you enter into a relationship, you are half, because you're only bringing down your half. Try and be yourself. If you keep lying, the lies does not last. It does not. And that's what brings about pain. That the person will now feel, what do I do? Let me walk away. A man walks out, I'm not talking about women alone. A man takes a walk, even if he's the owner of the house. Let me be alive first, I take a walk. So for you not to begin to get to that level, all you need to understand is that you need to understand that you must be yourself, you must be the strength where that person is weak, and you must respect that person. These are the three things that will help you to be able to say, I am sorry, when there is need for it. Maybe you felt your wife or your husband should have done a particular thing and you are not getting it right. Do you know what you need to do? When you come in and realize that he or she has not been able to do that, all you need to do is, honey, what happened? No matter how nagging she is or he is, all you just need to do is, okay, no problem. Forgive in advance. Forgive in advance. Man-woman relationship is called an intimate relationship. That's the romantic love relationship in marriage. But when you have an official relationship with somebody and there is dishonesty, that relationship will crack and break. Why? Because two people put in money together, ideas together to run a business. So anybody who brings in distrust in that thing brings about the breakage of that relationship. And so, in this matter, somebody telling you, I am sorry, when he has caused you all the damage, yes, you forgive the person, like I've always preached. Forgive. Time will heal it. Time will heal it. So, all you need to do in an official relationship is you must have an agreement, physically written, that helps you out in such times. But always remember, if you cannot forgive your partner, then there's a problem. That is where you begin to hear somebody killed somebody, somebody murdered somebody, somebody poisoned somebody. That's not your portion. But if you are the one that is doing the whole offense, committing the whole offense, doing all the negative things, wrong things that is making the person feel very bad, please desist from it. Change from today. Change. Call your partner, say, I am sorry, and mean it from the depth of your heart. Then you can move forward. But if most times you don't know how to say sorry, you cannot continue, you cannot, every little thing say, I walk away. You keep walking away until you walk into hell now. So don't walk away. In an acquaintance relationship, forgive. After all, there's nothing too much between two of you. Just try and forgive. Always, just try and forgive and move on. For the sake of your life and your health. Do you know that most marriages are cracked? If you are not careful, you realize that either party dies before age 50. Why? Because the heart has carried so much burden. Nobody is trying to let go. And then sickness sits into it. And the next thing, one dies. And if actually they both ever had anything called love in them, then you will realize that when one leaves, even despite that this one has not forgiven, that same second partner does not stay long. Who suffers? The children. That's the reason why you must learn to say, I am sorry in your relationship. It's a very tiny word. SORRY. Just 5-letter words. That is very powerful. Just very, very powerful. If you can make that 5-letter words active in your life, in your relationship, you realize that a relationship can never suffer crack or breakage. Always tell yourself that single truth and that simple thing, that I am sorry, and you mean it. And if they apologize to you, honey, I am sorry. Baby, I am sorry. Sweet, I'm sorry. Please accept it. Accept it. So many of us don't know how to say I am sorry. So many. They cannot say, oh. Some even like to say the sorry, but the person they are telling sorry is not willing to accept it. Why? Because of unforgiveness. Please, I told us last week, it's a virtue to have the spirit to forgive. People will say, you have a large heart. The people with large heart are the people who live better. Try and say, I am sorry, and you accept sorry, and you go ahead. Well, if in your relationship you have not been able to decide to forgive your spouse, I don't know who is looking at me, watching this video, or listening, or who will listen later, that does not understand. You caught your husband, for example, with a side chick. I have told you before, don't let it kill you, because the side chick is happy where she is. If you die, on the funeral day, the side chick will stand by the graveside and rub your husband's shoulder and tell him, baby, sorry, I'm still here. So, that's the reason why you shouldn't kill yourself. And if, Oga, you feel your wife is cheating on you, don't kill yourself. Because the guy that is cheating on, making her cheat on you, cannot even marry her. That's the truth. He can't. He always see her as Tokumbo, second hand. But that shouldn't enter your head, Oga. Realize that something has gone wrong. Forgive her. Try and forgive. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not encouraging it at all. But forgive. If you forgive, time will heal it. But I want to tell you that I read something recently. Somebody said he just realized that the 3 children he has are not his. He went and did a secret DNA test for the children. Why did he do that? Because the word trust had left their relationship. One, if you can stand and hold on to this word, trust, loyalty, honesty, passion, and then patience, you realize that it's easier to continue to build a home. And when we build good homes, we build a good nation. You need to build good children to be able to have good governance tomorrow. But why are we having too much corruption all over? It's because morals have left many homes so many years now. Morals has left. That's why you see this case of rape. Why? Because there's no longer fear of God anywhere. There is no longer morals. A boy grows up seeing his mother being bullied, or seeing his father being bullied by his mother. Yes. You see women bullying their husbands. Yes, you, this man, you're doing nothing. I'm the one who goes out to hustle. Stay at home and let him go out. Let's exchange baton. If that young man grows up that way, seeing that his father is being bullied by his mother, he grows up to be a bad man. And society will be blaming him. Let's blame from the roots. Some of these issues are root problems. When they have come out from a home where nobody gave them correct morals. So today we're still talking about forgiveness in your relationship. If you want us to have a better Nigeria tomorrow, or a better world tomorrow, we must learn in our special relationships with our spouses to forgive and bury it there in our bedroom permanent and seal it up. Some couples, you see them every day, they are nagging before their children. every day the man is calling the wife names before the children, or the wife is calling the woman is calling their father names before their children. These children grow up, they won't remain babies. Yes, your baby of today, in the next 18 years, is no longer a baby, is now an adult in the society. And what that baby has grown up to know is what the baby will continue with in the society. So why don't we begin to help ourselves and tell ourselves, please, these things cannot continue. And when you say I'm sorry, don't stop at I'm sorry. Do something. Take a step further. Change. Like I said in one of my programs, I said, there is no distance you would have gone the wrong direction that a U-turn is not still the best. U-turn is still your best answer. If you're on the wrong track for a long time, make a U-turn. Please, make a U-turn so that you can follow the right track. That's why I always preach and say, there is no competition in destiny. No competition in destiny. You know, when people say, oh, all she knows how to do is to say sorry, sorry, sorry. Yes, some people are very good at saying sorry, but they don't mean it. When you have such a person, you know that actually automatically there's no relationship. But I'm talking about people who, when they say I'm sorry, they mean it. And when they mean it, you that is being said sorry to, please, I'm begging you, accept it with love and joy. Accept it and give the person space. Give benefit of doubt. One of the issues that we are always having is when you see a husband competing with his wife. I don't understand that. I don't. Your wife's success should be your success. Your husband's success should be your success. If there is anything short of that, then both of you need to go on your knees together and ask God for grace so that your marriage can be mended. The success of one is success of all in a relationship. That's what it is. Be it marriage relationship, be it official relationship, be it just friendship. Success of one is success of all. If I am succeeding, then my husband is succeeding. If my husband is succeeding, then I am succeeding. The same way, if you are failing, he's failing. If he's failing, you are failing. So please, let us try and understand that when both of you are having one goal, you must set a goal together. That is number one. Set your goals together. Tell yourself, this is what we want to achieve. Some people, their problem is how to handle their children. The woman is telling the children the right thing. The man is saying, don't disturb my children. And then they're having issues. But I tell you, if you are able to tell your children, look, I and mommy were the same. Your children will understand that whatever mommy is saying, daddy is behind her. In my house, it's like that. Oh. My children know that whatever mommy says is what daddy is saying. And whatever daddy is saying is what mommy is saying. Yes. There's no two ways about it. We don't compromise it. Even when sometimes your spouse feels bad about what you want to do to your child, don't say it before the child. You're destroying the family. Go back into your bedroom, both of you alone in the room, and tell your wife, oh no, that's not right. You didn't do it right. Or tell your husband, honey, that you should have done it this way. If you're able to do that, you will get it right. But, don't touch my child though. Why are you beating her like that? Or why are you beating him like that? That child is from the two of you. And the child's success is for all. It's not for one person. So let that not cause us the pain we are going through today in our marriages. If your marriage is at the verge of cracking and you are hearing this, there is still a way out. Inbox me, send me your message, or you can still send me a messenger message. I will answer you and I will tell you what you need to do. You must not allow it to break. I only said if it is life-threatening. But before it gets to life-threatening point, it started somewhere. It started from just somebody not saying I am sorry, or somebody not accepting I am sorry, or somebody not believing again. I was talking about the man that said that his children were not his children. He said as a young man that he already knew that he was infertile, that he had an accident that destroyed his fertility. I don't understand that. I'm not a doctor. And then eventually he married in the name of a Christian. He didn't tell this same Christian lady that he was marrying. And then suddenly the woman said, I'm pregnant. He celebrated with her. Second baby, third baby. Yet, that he said he now went back secretly to the doctor to ask the doctor, please redo that test again. You see what I'm talking about? That for you to be in a good relationship, loyalty, trust, honesty, passion, and patience must be there. These 5 things. They represent that story we are talking about. If you're able to show that you're loyal, you can trust yourself, you can be honest no matter what, you will always be passionate about your partner, and then you must have patience with your partner. Nothing will bring about sorrow in your home. That was how this man eventually said he went to test and realized that he was still infertile. Then when he said he was still infertile, he now wanted to know, so where are the children coming from? I see it as a case of Connie man die, Connie man bury am. Maybe the woman found out on her own that this is what happened, and then on her own she decided, okay, since he didn't tell me, and this is a marriage relationship, let me go ahead and do it. I'm not saying it's good for anybody to go outside her marriage and live in adultery. Please get me right. But what I'm saying is, let us learn to tell ourselves the truth. Like I tell young women who have children outside wedlock, some might have their children maybe when they were 17, 18, out of one case or the other, either a direct rape case or a case of mistake, they call it. But now you are an adult, a full-fledged adult, and you are seeking to be married. Once you see the guy, tell him the whole truth. Do not lie to him, because it will come out. The day it comes out, if the grace of God and the mercy of God does not show up for you, the marriage breaks. So what will you gain? So always say the truth in your relationship, no matter how bitter. At a point, the man will swallow it, or at a point, the woman will swallow it. You're a young man. Growing up, you misbehaved with a girl and you got her pregnant. Tell the girl you're marrying now, before the marriage, not after the marriage. Let her know and make up her mind that in case this child shows up tomorrow, I have this child. That is the thing that you need to do. Always remember, I have 5 words: loyalty, trust, passion, honesty, and patience. And then for you to actually enjoy good relationship, you must be the strength of your partner. You must be yourself, and you must have mutual trust, mutual respect for one another. Where there's no mutual respect, somebody feels bad, and then at the end of the day, somebody begins to feel disrespected. But that you're looking for respect does not mean breathing down the person's neck. You sit down here, you do this. We are looking at mutual understanding, mutual respect. For example, what could be called respect could be a wife. You are in the office. Your husband is in his own office. And then you got there and then they told you that there's going to be a late meeting, that you might be closed. Normally you go home by 6, you're home. And then there's going to be a meeting that might take you to stay in the office till 7:30. Respect shows that you will send a message to your husband in case you cannot call. Honey, please, or daddy this, or sweetie this, whatever you're calling, baby. We are going to be having this meeting at so time in so place, so I might be late. And that's honesty. And then that's respect. He will see it and know that you have shown him respect. Not that you will come back home by 8:30 And he will like, you're quite late today. Hope no problem. Hey, don't see I'm coming from the office. You're only calling for trouble. I hope you understand me. Or you, the guy, you're at work and then there's a meeting that will take you longer than necessary. You should be able to do the same to your wife. Or you're supposed to be traveling. Where are you traveling to? Wherever you're traveling to, in case it's so urgent in the office, they tell you about it, please immediately answer and do the right thing. And as you do this, you will see that your home will be sweeter. Your relationship, in case you're about to get married, will be better. In case you're already in a business relationship, you must tell your partner, there is a business proposal we need to look into and we need to understand it before we go into it. Not just to decide, after I have 50%, it has 50%, or I have 80%, it has 20%, so you have to say it all. No, if it's a partnership, you must carry the person along. Or you come and say, I want to fire our PA today. I want to fire this person today. Don't fire anybody without considering your partner. Both of you should put heads together, understand what you're doing, and not just do things anyhow, so that your relationship will not need sorry. All you will see is good movements. And when there is love, there is peace, then there is wealth, there is income, there is flow of joy, and there is health. Wow, our time is fast spent. I want to say thank you to all of us, all of you who have watched, and as many as are going to be watching later. I want you to like my page, the Career Moms page. Share this video to your friends, to your colleagues, to anybody you know that needs to listen to it and understand what it means to have mutual respect in relationship, mutual strength in relationship, and who should understand those 5 points that will make your relationship to remain intact. Thank you so much. Please enjoy your holiday. It's a wonderful Friday. God bless you. I love you until I come your way again, same time on Monday on Choices. Bye.